Hi, and welcome to Digital Tech Reviews and Tips, guys. Today, I'm just doing a quick video unboxing the brand new DJI Mini 5 Pro here. I finally was able to get a hold of it in the US without parting with one of my organs. So yeah, I decided to just do a quick unboxing because honestly, this is a little bit of a bittersweet moment here because at this time, it does seem like DJI will inevitably be banned in the US completely. And so this could very well be the last drone that I unbox from them on this channel, which, I mean, just brings me back to like unboxing the Phantom 4 originally here on this channel when that was released, the Mavic line, the Air line. Like, I have been a DJI user for a long time, using their drones, reviewing their drones, unboxing them. Like, it really is incredible to look back over that time period, how far these drones have come, you know, starting with the Phantom, like I said, moving up through the Mavic, the Air. Now we have the Mini series and the Mini 5 Pro, of course, reaching a point where I cannot believe what they've packed into this small, tiny little drone. Granted, it is now starting to eke slightly over 250 grams. I think like 251 or 252 grams if your battery isn't perfectly manufactured. But either way, you know, 1-inch sensor, LiDAR, replaceable propellers that swap out easily and quickly, up to 52 minutes with the Plus battery. Really, the list goes on, but this is just an insane drone for any creator out there who's wanting something light and portable to take with them, but also doesn't want to sacrifice on quality. So buy it while you can. If you can get a hold of it, I'll put an Amazon link to the site or the seller that I bought it through, who didn't charge me too much extra. I think only about $75 over the listed price. But yeah, it's here. It's real. And let's just get to unboxing it so I can get out and fly it, because that's what you want to do with DJI drones, right? You don't want to just look at them all day. So opening it up, taking off this plastic wrap, unsealing it, and then lifting the top. The box really not too special. Like, that's a basic DJI box, white packaging, white, you know, photo of the drone, etc. Here we go. Scan the QR code before first use. Tutorials, user manual right there. That's nice, super easy to understand, and nice like use of the yellow packaging to really draw your attention to it. Opening up the top of the box, and here we have, I think pretty much, yeah, that's literally everything. Comes out in the included packaging or case that they have here. If you just buy the drone, like the cheap version, it will not come with this. You need to buy the Fly More combo in order to get this nice little carrying case, which I'm pretty sure is the same as the Avata 2. DJI has gone with this slightly wider case than the one that comes with the Mini 4 Pro, which is nice because the Mini series was starting to get pretty tight in that case, I can tell you that. I mean, originally it was pretty loose with the 1 and 2, but now with the Plus RC controller, with the screen and stuff, it's like, wow. But this is a nice big case here, and all your accessories, all your drone stuff right in here. Let's just get started with accessories first, like eating your veggies before we get to the main course, which is, of course, the Mini 5 Pro. Now, here we have the RC2 controller. Nothing too exciting here. Honestly, this is a controller that's been out since the Mini 4 Pro, so nothing too special there. I already have one of these, but decided I might as well get another, since with the DJI drone ban, who knows what I'll be able to buy and not. And, you know, if something breaks, I could be out of luck. So got a new RC2 controller. Then we also have accessories here in this box. I'll pull out the batteries first. The really exciting thing about the batteries with the Mini 5 Pro is, for one, they're the same battery, or pretty much the same or interchangeable with the Mini 4 Pro and Mini 3 series batteries. However, this little charging thing here, though it may look similar to the ones that they've released previously, is actually using the same technology you have in the Mavic 4 series and the Air 3S and Air 3 series, where it can charge between the batteries. So say you use all the battery life, or basically all of them, down to 20%, you can then hold the button on the side and it will accumulate all your charge into one of the batteries, so you can get maybe that fourth flight with, I don't know, 40% or 50% charge, rather than having to wait till you get back and charge up the battery. So very cool that it does that, especially since it's not much bigger or heavier than the previous versions. Like, very cool. I've loved that in my Air 3S. Awesome to have it in the Mini 4 or Mini 5. Like, you could just buy this for your Mini 4, honestly, and use it without having to upgrade to a new drone. So pretty cool there. Here we have the accessories for your new Mini 5 Pro. first things first, you get propellers. And like I said, let's just crack one of these open, honestly, because I've owned all the Mini series of drones, and all of them up until this point have used the screw system where you have tiny, tiny little screws and a screwdriver, which you just hope gets a bite into that Phillip head. Now you have quick release propellers like they have in the Air 3S and all the other Air series, and of course your Mavic series. So these just swap out with a quick push down and twist, and you can take out the old ones and swap in the new ones. Really so excited about that, because no one likes to have to replace propellers. Like, it usually means you crashed or something bad happened, but now it's at least a little less painful and a little easier to do because they are now quick release ones. Next up in here for accessories, you get a simple USB-C, USB-C charging cable. I don't think this is a data cable, so you'll have to get one of those if you need it, but it also might be a data cable. Honestly, not sure. But yeah, you get a charging cable. Of course, no charging brick itself, so go get one by Anker or a company like that. They do include ND filters with this drone, which personally, I don't want to stir the hornet's nest, but I am not a fan of ND filters. I think they get used far too often without a real purpose. You know, they're good if you are really caring about keeping your shutter speed strictly to the 180-degree rule, but unless you're flying close to stuff, that really doesn't matter. And if you're taking photos, you essentially rarely need them unless you're doing creative work with long exposure. But hey, you get them here, and they look pretty well made. I mean, they're very light. I guess that's the point of them. They want to keep them light so you don't really weigh down the drone too much. And if you're trying to keep it under 250 grams, I don't know if they're light enough to do that, but they'll keep you close. So as long as someone doesn't have a scale with them, you're probably fine. And yeah, so if you need ND filters, these are included with the Fly More combo, or you can get some from Polar Pro. A bunch of other brands out there make them free well. So plenty of options if you don't go with the kit, but really their Fly More combo kit does offer a pretty good value, especially if you are in the US and potentially looking at a future where you might not be able to get any of these accessories available. Though I imagine the accessories will probably still be available in some means, just the drone and the transmitter won't be available because that's what the FCC is going to ban. Now, finally here, we have all the paper stuff. It's not really important because, as you saw in the beginning, there was that QR code that you could scan to get the manual, but they still give you some stickers. That's nice. They give you a quick start guide, so if you don't want to go the manual route and scanning and going online, they also give you something to scan here for their app. So you can go download the app, which if you don't have that already, are you really a real DJI user? But yeah, that's, oh, there's a little more. Wait, I was almost gonna say that's it. Is there more? No, maybe. No, that's just, okay, so they put a fake bottom in this box. They tricked me, guys. They got me, April Fools, nothing else in there. And then here in the top of the bag, you do have a little storage area, but the only thing you get there is some snacks, some nice silica gel. Oh wait, no, this is the non-edible. Just kidding, guys. Never eat this stuff. Not good for you. You don't want to take a trip to the hospital, so just chuck that aside and move on. So otherwise, that is it in this case, except for, oh, don't think I forgot, guys. Here it is, the Mini 5 Pro in all its glory. Well, currently in no glory, it's just wrapped in plastic. So let's do away with that. Set it free here in the US for one last time. Boom, there it is, all bondaged, GIMP mask up style. Yeah, I don't know about this. I don't know about this gimbal cover, guys. I think DJI's, they really just love to change it up every time. That's definitely a look, but let's see how easily it comes off. Like that, and okay, it looks like the propellers are currently, okay, maybe you got to take it off this way. There we go. We got it off at least. We'll see if I can get it back on, but that's not important in this video. Then you just got to free your gimbal here, it looks like, with a little piece of foam, and boom. There we go. There's the Mini 5 Pro. Massive in comparison 1-inch sensor here up front. I'll grab the Mini 4 Pro just for a quick side-by-side. And as you can see, yeah, that's definitely a bigger camera. No confusion there. Guys, look at that, boom. And really this drone just looks a lot more, I don't know, professional, high-tech. By comparison, this seems largely like a toy, but if you really, all you care about is keeping a small footprint and having something small, It is worth noting that the Mini 5 Pro is slightly bigger than the Mini 4 Pro. So if you are someone who travels ultra light and are like, I can't spare an extra square inch of room, then the Mini 4 Pro is still totally capable. Like, I've traveled with this drone for over a year now and I've flown it all over the world, 4,000 meters up. Like, it's super capable. Now, that said, I am gonna probably just be using this one now because I don't have any issues with space. Like, this is just slightly larger and offers so much more in the same weight, same basically everything except for more capable camera, the LiDAR, and the flight time and propellers. Like, all the stuff I basically was wanting in the Mini 4 Pro and would often make me hesitate to use it in some situations where I'd reach for the Air 3S or the Mavic series. But yeah, this, wow. It looks good, guys. I like that they have it so you can open these in any order. It's a small thing, but that's one thing I like about the Mini series is you can just, any order, you can open these legs front to back, back to front, doesn't matter. And then boom, you're ready to go. And yeah, geez, if you're looking for the best consumer drone, this is the way to go. And if you're in the US, get it quick before you can no longer get it. I would most likely recommend Amazon if you can find it from a somewhat reputable seller, though honestly, if it's not reputable, Amazon will usually refund you, so who cares? Just spend your money and hope that they have a good customer care team. Otherwise, maybe eBay. I've seen people have success with some sellers out of Japan and Korea. And then I guess alternate route is if you have a friend going overseas or you're going overseas, Canada, Mexico, whatever, pick it up while you're traveling and bring it back into the US. It's not over 5,000, so you shouldn't have to declare too much. Shouldn't be an issue. But anyways, that is it for today's video, guys. Sorry for rambling on too long. Sorry to myself for rambling on too long, because I personally just want to get out there, fly this drone, get some cool shots with it. If you do have any questions, leave them down below. Check out my other videos on DJI stuff. And otherwise, that is it for today's video, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Peace out. Have a nice day. Bye.